came to Texas as a kid, so it would have been 1912,
Yeah.
1913.
Okay.
My mom came in 1950, 60, like that.
Mm-hmm. Were you born here? You
I
were
was born in Temple,
there.
where I still live. And
I've been to your museum. Is it still open at times?
what's
Your museum?
yeah, well, that's my office.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still live there. I'm born and raised in there, so the clan was not able to run me out.
Oh, okay. Well, good. And, you know, I do remember because, I'm certainly not young by any stretch of imagination, but I remember during the Chicano Civil Rights Movement where, you were part of that one day in a way. I'm originally from Lubbock, and I remember you going out to do concerts there and speak at like McKinsey Park. I remember that.
Yeah, Lubbock. Played a lot of concerts there. Picked a lot of cotton around there.
Oh, really?
All around Plainview,
Yeah.
Center, and Everett.
Well, here's a fellow cotton picker over here too.
Yeah, we probably met each other, okay?
Yeah.
There. Well, those,
I guess last year I got was in Plainview. But anyway, the music business came because in 1954 my dad got busted for 4 joints and was sentenced for 4 years. He served 28 months out of that. And while he was gone, all my older brothers and sisters had married or my brother friends, military. And I was the oldest at home.
Yeah.
So I was 7 and 13, so all the others younger than I felt responsible for. So I had to grow up real quick. But I would not trade this experiences for nothing. So as the man of the house in charge, my cousin had started us, the Latiners, 3 of myself and 2 other kids, and David, his 4 kids, rehearsing. So in 1955, when I first played music, got paid for it. I couldn't believe that I actually been paid $5.
Yeah.
They paid us $22.50 for the band.
Boy.
$5 each was 4 of us, and $2.50 for gas.
So you got
We
the.
went from Temple to Cameron to play the show, and I got paid. I couldn't believe.
And so, but you guys have to really negotiate that extra 250.
Oh man.
No, we don't want just $2. We want $2.50.
Exactly. 25 cents a gallon or 22 cents a gallon. One of those can up from the 250.
I don't know. Sé que le hicieron mucho.
So that's how a necessity really.
Sure.
But I still am. I talk a lot to kind of guys, my shiny, but I grew up many times before I got on stage. I started playing guitar. I didn't start singing until later than they asked me from the band.
Yeah.
And it was very difficult for me to get in front of the people and sing. Pero el hambre te hace.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. Certainly necessity is the mother of invention.
Yes,
Isn't
it
it?
yeah.
It invented LittleJoe.
Yeah. And is that a moniker you labeled yourself or somebody else gave you?
What's that?
LittleJoe.
Actually, I hung around my best friend was Big Joe.
Yeah.
There was 2 Joes, and I was a little skinny. I didn't weigh 100 pounds till I was like 19 years old. And Little Joe also for Little Richard,
Oh, okay.
Little Willie John, Little Stevie Wonder,
Okay.
Little Anthony, all the littles.
Okay.
So the band was actually David Coronado and the Latiners. David Coronado being 3 or 4 years older than I.
That's your cousin.
Yeah. But in '59, he had an opportunity to go on the road. He went to Walla Walla, Washington. He still is a very, very good
Yeah.
a little richer.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so it fit.
It fit. And so, obviously through the years, you Grammy Award winner and all those things, all those accolades, and you perform with, I know, a lot of different artists like Willie Nelson, some of the others. Who are some of your favorite artists today? Who are some of your favorite artists?
Oh, I just love all genres of music.
Okay.
Music for me is like food. If it's well prepared, I love it all. But I am a vegetarian, so I've been for 25 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I eat fish. That's it. But so when I lived in, I was born until the age of 12, 11 or 12. I moved out of a total black neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
So the first music I remember was, of course, that was played in my dad's house and in the neighborhood, the little bars, black artists that you could not hear on the airwaves.
Sure.
The other music I heard was, of course, all the country music that you hear on the radio. So all of that diversity, I grew up with, it's ingrained in me. But my favorite music is the big band jazz, because that was happening when I was a kid. Those are the records of my brothers and sisters who buy them. So I just stayed with it because, like I said, it paid.
Sure.
Never thought I could make money. And I didn't want to sing, I wanted to be a guitarist. But I learned that guitars are like women, they need a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Keep it too.
Yeah, that's right.
I just wasn't good enough to play with my own band, so I fired me.
Wow.
And I brought in other guitarists.
And so, again, when you perform with Willie Nelson or some these other, mainstream artists, was that something that you felt you wanted to do, or they kind of reached out to you, or?
Well, through Willie, I played about at least a dozen of his farm mates. So all those artists that work in the farm mates became my friends.
Okay.
Chris Christopherson and all those guys, so many people, not names that we don't get to hear, like, but
Yeah,
a bunch of, yeah.
Bunch of the others.
Yeah. So through the years, I've worked with Ray Price. Here,
Really?
right? Yeah, as a matter of fact, I met Ray before I met Willie. Ray did some Steve the Widow, all of it was country acts.
Sure.
But along with that, like the Thunderbirds, Ray Stevens, Ray, the blues guitarist.
Sure.
And
Stevie Ray Vaughan?
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Ray
Yeah.
Vaughan, his brother.
Yeah.
So Thunderbirds, the Tornadoes, all
The Tornadoes, yeah.
Work with rock and roll groups.
Sure.
Jazz groups.
Yeah.
Latin groups, salsa.
Yeah.
Country groups, mariachi groups. Then I go through the diversity that I grew up listening to.
Exactly, and you know what, in our community, I think in general, I mean, we may have, for instance, give you an example, I have Pandora, and one day might be, one minute might be playing LittleJoe, the next minute it might be playing Ray Charles,
That's
or
it's Chicago's, that's
George
who we are.
Strait, or, and that's the way it is, and I think that's something great.
Well, I think that's something unique about
Yeah.
the Chicago musician,
Yeah.
especially for my era. There's the Yellow Slip. But we love Jose Alfredo Jimenez and we do B.B. King.
Sure.
We
Exactly.
like
You're
Carlos
right.
Santana and we like Merle Haggard.
Merle Haggard.
Yeah, I work with all those guys here, there,
Yeah.
wherever, through the years. I know when they labeled my music that long before it was that very coin.
Sure.
It was
I didn't need anything good.
Well, there's two rooms that have the other
Oh,
bed.
do they?
Yeah.
All right.
Don't mind coming if you need anything, I'm just doing an interview now.
Okay, got it.
Hey dude, how you doing? So for me, it was always Mexican American music.
Sure.
And that's
Yeah.
how I started. But I first recorded under the name LittleJoe Latiners. I recorded as a guitarist in '58,
Yeah.
a tune that us kids put together, Safari Part 1 and Part 2 of Torero Records. David left in 1960, 61, and I recorded under the name LittleJoe Latiners. And I started what we call back then singles records, 45 records.
Oh, sure.
So I did 2 songs like that, wrote, and 2 songs, well, I wrote 1 song and my brother Jesse, who died in a car accident, wrote 1 song. So I started out like that, bilingual, English and Spanish songs. But through the years, like I said, I like all genres, all styles.
Do you think that kind of label on the music that you guys perform at the clubs, do you think that that is in any way dangerous?
It is because in this sense, if that's all you listen to,
Yeah,
how can you learn it?
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, any musician that is only focused on any one style, no matter what it is, you don't evolve. That's my opinion.
Sure.
And apparently it works because it's worked for me.
Sure.
But music is challenging, hard. You have to be open to it, and you can always learn from so many great artists that we really come in contact with. I've had through our careers. But when you just focus on one genre,
Yeah.
and you don't go out there, that's all there is to you.
Yeah, it's like you're not gonna grow.
Not musically,
Yeah.
when I go to Japan or Europe, I would go as a Tejano artist or a Mexican band or an American band.
Yeah,
And that's always been the point. I'm an American.
yeah,
I'm an American band that plays American music in 2 languages.
sure,
The song may be Mexican, it's on the Michelle Madness,
yeah.
but I play them the way I feel. I'm playing them the bluesy way because that's where I come from.
That's a good explanation. And so nowadays, there's a lot of people that say, yeah, Tejano dead, whatever, and it's Tejano, the industry's fault because they never moved music to younger people. What did you think?
Well, the industry changed tremendously. When I started out, walk into a radio station with your record, they played for you, it was Spanish language radio format. And I had the best of 2 worlds because if it wasn't, it was a rock and roll station or a country station. I recorded in that direction as well, so I just walk in and just still play my music.
Well,
Corporate America, radio over it. Somebody sitting in New York tells you 120 records you're gonna play for a month, and that's all they're gonna play. And that's where the record industry went to. The other thing is the distribution, the record labels, the record companies. That is nothing like when I started. There's good and bad, but today you can get recognized worldwide instantly because of the internet.
Sure.
And you can record at home. It's just ups and downs of the industry. But for my first international record contract was with Wave. And from there I went to Sony, CBS, I love the CBS before we could do Sony. And for the years, I've been in and out. I went to AMI Capital because I did more for myself independently than the record label would do for me. So it worked for me. It doesn't work for everybody because not everybody's willing to learn to do all that. The hard part was collecting.
No, well, believe me, I think that's, we all have that experience.
Yep.
Yeah.
In business.
Yeah, and in business, there's, todo es trabajo,
Well, there's
Yeah. So how do you relax, Joe? How do you?
I'm relaxing right now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I actually am. I'm gonna have fun here tonight like I always do.
Do you still play golf?
No, I'm not a golfer at all. I like being out in the sun and,
Yeah.
yes, I like any person, las piscas y
Mm.
chopping cotton.
Yeah. I know Rubén used to have a term, I don't know if he still does in Austin.
When it does, I support it, and
Yeah.
show up, sometimes I play, but,
Yeah.
not a lady,
Yeah.
I'm just not a golfer.
Yeah.
But, I get invited, to finally they quit.
Yeah.
All kinds of invitations for all kinds of tournaments,
Sure.
but I'm not a golfer.
Sure.
I'm Chicano.
Yeah, you're a Chicano.
Some golf.
You don't golf, well, I mean, a few Chicanos do.
Of course, there's some damn good ones.
Yeah,
Ben
they're,
is really good. His
Yeah.
brother Alfonso, he was
Yeah.
there all those little now. And, the guy that just walked there, Frank.
Yeah.
His brother's a professional golfer.
Sure.
He's there before there.
¿Cómo se llama el hermano?
And no sé, I'll get his name.
Yeah.
He does that.
Yeah, because we definitely would like to recognize him as well, if he plays
Yeah.
golf professionally. Yeah. So, how about family? But, years ago, let's see, I'm going to say maybe it was even 10 years ago, you had a birthday party in Temple for your mother, I think it was, and Mas performed that night as well, and it was for your mom, I think.
It would have been a while back.
Yeah, maybe even 15 years ago, but I remember going to that dance.
Yeah, she she passed away November of '99, right before 2000,
Okay.
November '99.
So yeah, it was 15
So
years
yeah,
ago.
so it had to be even prior to
Yeah,
that.
and she was already, gosh, I can't remember, but she was in advanced age.
Yeah, she died when she was 88, probably in 80, probably
Yeah.
at her age.
Yeah, it may have been. It's been, well, the years pass so quickly when you get once you go over 50, yeah.
Well, I equate my life to roll of toilet paper. Once we get to the end, the faster it goes.
Yeah, well,
I'm down to one ply.
well, let's hope not, Brad. Let's hope not. Do you? I know I've read, and I'm not going to take too much more time. I won't take for you. Okay. Well, I've read the comparison of you as Tejano Frank Sinatra. What do you think of that?
I've been called a lot of names.
Yeah.
I
Do you find it flattering?
Oh, of course. Frank Sinatra was, whether we liked him or not, he was the world's best.
Yeah.
That's just a fact.
Yeah, I mean, people
And
say
you
he
know
may
what?
have been an asshole, but he was a talented asshole.
Yeah, and very, very, very many.
Yeah.
And of course, that's why I grew up listening to
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole.
That's
Tony
my Pandora
Bennett.
mix too.
Ah,
Yeah.
Tony Bennett, Alan Fitzgerald,
Yeah.
all those Rick Damone, all those great crooners. But I really, really didn't appreciate Sinatra until I got older and understood things better. And I really paid attention to how incredible gifted this guy was. And that's just from my perspective, but his singing, his intonation, everything, just cabrón. And I read books of him about what an asshole he was, but I'm talking about his music ability. So for me to be compared with any of that, that's too much flatter, but hey, I'll take it.
I'll take it. Yeah. Hey, I would if I was here.
No seas nada.
No, yes, and okay. And you appeared in a couple of movies, didn't you? What movies were they? The movies that you
Actually, there's 4. The last one was supposed to be a comic. The best one was where I played a priest. '67.
Okay.
About the border wars. This other was the last comic one, which I didn't care for my role, but my friend, the Vinci Code, instead of the Da Vinci Code.
Oh, okay. That sounds like that could be the board or something. It wasn't the board, was it?
And I played in Pastorelas.
Well, you draw the line at that. No nudity. Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah.
And so your sons, are they involved or is your family involved?
All of them. My daughter is, she's second eldest. She's my boss. She handles all my business.
She's your business manager?
No, she just off. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Handles all this, yeah.
Yeah.
My manager and booking agent is Ivan was here, my older son. And he has a booking agency, but also manages my endorsements and all. And my youngest son lives in Austin. He's a musician. He's for real. He's a talent. He's a guitarist, songwriter, and performer.
Okay, what's his name?
Adrian. I call him A.
Okay. Is he with the band?
He has his own band. Been there 20 years now.
What was the name of that?
The HBGBs.
DVD.
WDA.
I'll have to look them up. And so, Felix, did you have any other questions before we?
No, I have just enjoyed this whole thing. Okay, I mean, obviously, you know, a lot of people out there don't know who you are. Okay,
They
and
got
Most people do, but there's still a lot.
yeah,
that
there's a
don't.
lot of them that don't. Okay, and we want to tell them about you.
yeah, well, a lot of the people that, well, you know, the world really don't know LittleJoe, but they don't know that, you know, grew up making cotton and
Mhm.
13 kids and, you know, had to grow up real early on, to look for my family, after my family. And, but I've shaken hands with presidents and governors and senators and traveled all over Europe and Japan, 4 or 5 tours to Japan.
How were you received there?
Beautiful. I never thought of living anywhere else. I gave it a shot. I lived about 10 months in LA and I knew that I wasn't for me. So
Yeah.
But I really considered living in Japan. I just love the culture, the
really?
people, the food, yeah. But, you know, I feel very, very blessed. And I know that I'm very, very lucky. I try to be realist, and I believe in the laws of nature. You can't plant watermelons and expect grapes. It don't work like that.
Sure.
So, but like I said, I wouldn't trade my experiences for anything because that's who I am. One of the best things that music has afforded me is a podium or a stage where I can talk to people about issues that need to be talked about.
What concerns you right now? What are some of the issues that you feel like?
Because I know with it from the United Farm Worker, you know, the civil rights movement, we're talking about that, La Raza Unida, all of that, that grew up, you know. And there is so much need for so many people in such a rich country, you know, that it's just not fair. And the lack of education is really our biggest hinder. If we don't educate our kids and if we don't get our people into the political arena, we're gonna continue to fall back. The disparity between the have and have-nots, I've known about it pretty much all my life, but the last 20, 25 years, I've seen it grow a shame. People don't know how much fundraising I do. I just can't accept it all because I've been having it done to my business. How many organizations I've had the privilege to work with,
Sure.
cancer, heart, all kinds of diabetes is the last one that I'm real passionate about. Because we need information in the community for people to, for diabetic, learn what it is that you can do to control it,
Sure.
manage it, and if you're not, learn what to do so that you can avoid it. And especially in Texas, and was the last time I was there, they were the one that were plagued by the worst and it's lack of information. So I do what I can to raise money to buy books for children to learn about the disease
Sure.
and teach their parents in turn.
In fact,
So-
just today we were doing a back to school event and you
Yeah.
know, books and everything.
I just did one in Austin and San Antonio,
Yeah.
Traders Village. We had over 18,000 people.
Oh.
And that's an annual thing they do for school supplies.
Sure.
Yeah, it's there. I'd do anything possible with that mess. We have children, you know. It's heartbreaking what's happening at the border. Before it boiled over, I was down there and I asked someone to keep me posted and let me know what it is that I could do
Sure.
to help elevate alleviate the problem. But
Well, your governor's already.
everybody got overwhelmed. It
Yeah,
was
well,
just too much.
yeah, we understand that, but I think well, our governor, boy, he really, he really thought that he had to send out the troops, you know. That's,
We
this.
talk about Perry.
Yeah, very, you know, it just seems like such a waste of time.
You're talking about Dick Perry.
Yeah.
You know, this is not a rally, but I'll be doing some voter registration drive rallies. And they asked me to speak, but I know I just have a few words to say about it. Matter of fact, and I mean, you can't print them or better, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with it.
Well, I mean, I don't care. It'd be
Yeah.
great.
No, I'll print it. I mean, that's what, you know, and that's why we try to be a publication for our community and supported by our own community. Así no podemos decir lo que nos da la gana.
Well, the
La
fact,
verdad.
you know, we hear la verdad,
Yeah.
in my opinion, but the facts are there.
So,
The Republicans hate minorities, especially Hispanics, and that's us. The Republicans are greedy. You don't believe they check their policies. The Republicans are greedy, they're racist, they're hypocrites, and big-time liars. Don't take my word for it. Check the policies.
So, do you mind if I issue this quote for you?
I don't care, I mean, it's a fact.
What did they say at the convention? What, the Grand Old Party, GOP, what did they say it stood for?
Oh,
Gringos, another pendejos.
I get a t-shirt that says, I just look illegal, and I wear them at the airports and I just look illegal.
Yeah.
People give me that, they give me shirts that say legally brown.
Legally found.
And I got another one they just gave me that says, relax gringo, I'm here legally.
Yeah, well,
And you know, I don't say this, it's not being a racist.
Yeah.
It's not about that. My family is the most international family you're gonna find. You're gonna find blacks and whites and
Mhm.
Asians
Sure.
and of course Mexicans and
Sure.
all of us. That's
Yeah.
my family.
Sure.
You see all my nieces and nephews and cousins, and you see a beautiful array of races, you know.
Yeah,
That's America.
sure.
But when you see like what's happening in Ferguson, and you know, there's no denying of the reality. But I started watching this happen many years ago. There's a segment of the white America that are paranoid and they're afraid of colored people. That's just a fact. And they're armed to the teeth.
Sure.
And they come out and show their weapons to intimidate. And my family, we have officers, policemen, and I had to, Blanco, Chicano sergeants that are SWAT detectives. They're into it. They're gonna know about what they do. They're good. My brother-in-law retired as a lieutenant. So, I respect the police, their work. I couldn't be one. But a lot of racist cowards use the badge for power
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
and take advantage of it.
No
And that is such a shame because not all policemen are like that.
No.
But more and more as things are boiling over, you're beginning to see that.
Yeah, well, I almost think, Joe, that, I called Joe, I'm sorry. I didn't
Not
say-
at all.
I almost think that it's kind of a sense of desperation, like, this country is about to be, to a point where white is not the dominant race anymore. There's no dominant race, and that scares them.
And they know that, and that's what the show of
Yeah.
force is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's so evident. It's always been that way. I grew up in Temple. Can you imagine 1940, what things were like then? I grew up in a black neighborhood, so wherever I went with my black friends, little kids. And I remember how we were treated, because I was one of them.
Sure.
So, I've been through all that, out on the road,
Oh, exactly.
but music's taken me into places where, and it's so sad because some people just don't want to admit or accept the fact this is not 1950.
Sure.
When I hear this, take the country back
Oh, that's insane.
back to where.
For what?
Now, you want to put me back to picking cotton?
Yeah, well,
I don't think so.
evidently, we've been replaced by machines, so that's not, we'll have to find something else for us.
No,
But,
so, and I don't speak like this in many cases because I don't want people to misunderstand what I'm saying, misconstrue what I'm saying.
Sure.
And say that I'm a racist.
Yeah, no.
But if pointing out the facts makes me a racist, that's why I'm saying, don't take my word for it. Check the policies.
Sure. Yeah, I am gonna touch on what you just said, but what I'm gonna do, I'm sure that I will give you the contact, I'll send it to you and make sure that, you're okay. to share it.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
And as far as, my political views, I believe that any political party, and on top it's the money that matters, for sure. And that's worldwide, it's not just in America. And the people that pull the string worldwide is the money people.
Yeah.
Big corporations,
Well, obviously, with that law that passed, that corporations could be people and they could, invest in cafes. I mean, that's essentially the same thing,
Well,
I do have a question, if I can interrupt you. I have
Go ahead.
one question, okay?
Okay.
Going back to the days that you were picking cotton, okay? Did you ever imagine when you were out there that someday you would be sitting right there where you are, a very influential person?
no, not to this level. That's why I said I'm blessed and I'm very lucky. But as a kid, when I started, when I was 15 and bought my first guitar, my dad's compadre bought it for me, $150 guitar in the car, and which that guitar now is worth a lot of thousands of dollars if I kept it. I was digging ditches, they had a plumbing company, they paid back 50 cents an hour. How many hours was in it?
Wow.
But anyway, he was kind enough, but I had dreams, once I got into it, as shy as I was, I had dreams. I said, when I'm an old man, and I'm like 35 years old, I'm gonna retire with $50,000 in the bank. I said, and 35 came and went twice. And I still don't have the $15,000.
Okay.
But,
Very well, pass a hat tonight, maybe you'll get it.
yeah, but, I really didn't expect to achieve the things that I had. Because during those times, it just didn't seem to be in the cards of La Raza to amount or achieve, you know,
At that level.
at that
At
level.
that level.
Yeah, because, I didn't even know about the White House, much less ever thinking about walking in and shaking the president's hand, you know.
And even coming to Billy Bob, I don't think there's too many Tejano artists in Camilo. It's there for you and then you go away. You know, I don't know.
It started out, I first came here before it was finished, and Councilman Santana was good friends of Billy Bob, the owner.
Yeah,
They-
yeah.
And they walked me through the building before it was done. They said, we're gonna have a stage here, another stage here, we're gonna have bars here, we're gonna do that. And I thought, wow. I didn't doubt them, but it's such an incredible big building, a club. After me playing little shacks, black clubs, in one little room with, you know, a tub of ice beer,
Yeah.
a bar, that's it. So when I saw this cavernous, huge building, well, 1981, once it was up and running, I came and played it, like, wow. And I love these people, folks here, but, you know, I get off the bus and come in here, and they receive me like family, man, and
Yeah.
I'm honored and proud about that, you know. That's why it breaks my heart to see that the racism is out there boiling, because it doesn't have to be that way.
No, it doesn't. You know, and it's, you know what it is to me. In a way, it's heartbreaking because you would really think that you wouldn't have to explain racism to your grandkids anymore. You know, in a sense, to be aware because it's still there.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to do that.
No, because especially my great kids, they're all different colors, you know.
Yeah.
But I come to Billy Bob's, I feel so relaxed, I feel so at home. All the crew, the lighting, the sound people, and the management, you know, through the years, they treat me, they make me feel special. They, you know, there's nothing that I couldn't ask for that they won't. I mean, with a reason.
Within reason. Yeah. Sure.
But, you know, that, you know, gives me hope, you know, that, and the music afforded me that, you know. But I would love to see more Spanish language music being played here.
Sure.
It doesn't have to be Tejano, it can be
Sure.
salsa, it can be
Sure.
whatever, you know. But I would love to see that because this is a great place for La Raza to come and enjoy. I know they come here to see all the country acts
Sure.
too.
Sure.
Just bring some beans and rice,
Yeah.
or you know, or the clientele.
Sure.
But the ownership here, the management, and all of that, you know, and they get along with my son. Just lovely people.
Yeah.
They just allow me to be who I am, and
Yeah.
when they we pull up and they come out and what you need, Joe,
That's great.
it is. This is Fort Worth, and you know, you would think
Yeah.
that's not how it is for
Yeah.
Chicano, but that's how it's been since 1981.
Wow.
And
That's
you know,
great.
so why wouldn't I want to continue working with these folks?
No?
I've been- Gentleman here has been since 81, 5 months after it opened up. He just came out, hey, Joe, so, you know, well, no, but also, you know,
Yeah.
because that's how far back, 33 years
Sure.
ago. He says, you don't come out here enough. And, well, I'd like to, you know,
Yeah.
but yeah, as a matter of fact, a big thanks to the crew here, 'cause and the management, because they're just excellent working conditions they allow me, you know.
Well, that's great.
And I would like to invite more Raza to come check the place out.
Sure.
Come and enjoy themselves here, you know. Try it, you like it.
No, I'm sure. We're gonna hope to make it out tonight.
Yeah, I hope you do, I really hope you do.
Yeah.
I didn't get you some passes.
Okay, that would be great, man. That would be great. Anything else you wanna say, Joe?
No, I'm good.
And one more question for you?
No, special thanks, okay?
Oh,
A special thanks because there was a cleaning lady outside, okay? And I asked her first about you, okay? Coming down here and speaking to you, okay? And she was one who led me to John Ayala. And John Ayala was the one who arranged everything so we could do this interview. I really have to thank them, okay?
Cool.
yeah.
And I want the people to know that I'm not a Ted Nugent in Spanish.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now, somebody can be ugly and racist.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah, so we